What I want to do today is do the top 3 reasons why everybody out there needs to own a Jeep SRT. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. I'm just kidding. We're not doing any of that. What we are going to do is some 0 to 60 pulls. What I want to do is get the Jeep 0 to 60 stock 4.5 seconds, so 4.4, 4.6, somewhere like that. But I'm going to compare it to the 2021 Durango RT Tow and Go. So it has basically everything the 6.4 liter does except the 6.4. So it's got all the SRT suspension, all that fun stuff. I think it runs mid 6s, so it's not very fast, but it'll be something neat to compare V8 to V8 with. But the most important number we're trying to get today is what the 0 to 60 time on the Jeep is. I'm thinking it should be about 3.5 seconds. So 3.5 seconds compared to the 6.5 seconds in the Durango. I mean, that would be pretty awesome. But I think the goal is always to get to low 3s, high 2s, depending on what we have to do. I know we have to do injectors and all that fun stuff. It's got fuel. We need to get more fuel into the engine. So anyways, getting too in the weeds on this. 3.5 seconds for the Jeep is the goal today. And I hope maybe low 6s, something for the Durango. Anyways, I don't have any shoes on. So I'm gonna go in, put some shoes on, get this thing cleaned up because it's super dirty, and then we're gonna get on with the day. Also, putting gas in this thing, it runs on 94, it's tuned for 94, so it's basically remortgaging my house every time I gotta go to a gas station. The funny thing about this Jeep, it can pass everything on the road but a gas station. Actually, how about a little cold start? Why are you so obsessed with this car? It's not that I'm obsessed per se. I love it. This is my second one. But you got to remember, back in 2006 to 2010, when Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler decided to go crazy with the SRT lineup, like, it was kind of groundbreaking. You had the Charger, the 300, the Magnum, the Viper, even to the lesser extent, the Neon and the Crossfire, all getting these SRT badges. And when you look at the Jeep, it was the only all-wheel drive variant, and you're looking at 420 horsepower, 420 foot-pounds of torque in a all-wheel drive vehicle. Like, back then, if you were cross-shopping for a vehicle in that segment, your options are Audi R8, Audi RS6, BMW M5, Porsche 911 Turbo, GTR, and a Lamborghini Gallardo. Like, those were all-wheel drive variants of the vehicles with 400 to 500, 550 horsepower. And each and every one of them were, what, 70, 90, $100,000, $200,000? The Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT 2009, 6.1 liter V8. You know what? Mercedes transmission, center stack exhaust, $42,965 out the door. Come on, are you kidding me? For less than $45,000, you're getting basically something that can compete with $100,000 and $150,000 supercars back in the day. Like, are you crazy? Why would you not want to do that? And listen, I get it. It's an SUV. Who wants an SUV? I got 3 kids. I can't be cramming a bunch of kids into a Vaco Corvette. And also, I'm not that old. For $21,000, I get to do this. Just the sound of this thing, but how quickly this thing in its all-wheel drive can get up to 120. Unbelievable. All right, before we get to that though, we have some business to take care of. I want to keep this quick. Before we get into the good stuff with the Jeep, I want to benchmark it against this Durango. This is the 5.7 tow and go Durango. Right now it looks like the best it's done on a 0 to 60 is 7.3 seconds. So I am not super excited about how fast this is going to go, but at least we'll see what it does, and then we'll benchmark it against the Jeep. All right, let's do this. Okay, listen, I don't really want to get into the technical details of this car. All I want to do is get a 0 to 60 benchmark. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, it is what it is. 7.4, and I'll actually take the 7.3, which is its personal best. We had to skip a day because of the weather. We had a tornado warning, but here we are, the Jeep SRT 6.1, 0 to 60. Let's see what she does. Fast. It is really hot though, so I don't know. I'll check when we get to the end of the private field here. All right, so there it is, 4.03 for the Jeep SRT against the 7.4 for the Durango. It is super hot. The Humidex is up in the mid 40s right now. The car is heat soaked. I did a couple just test pulls just to see what I could do. So it was overheating. I did a pull right at the end just to see what we could do, and whatever. I will most likely do another one maybe tonight when it's colder, and I'll post the results for that. Because like I said, even the Durango was a second slower than what it should have been. So that's it. What we'll do is we'll go back, we'll try it again when it's a little colder. We'll let the car rest a little bit, wait till dusk, and then we'll see what she can do. I bet you 3.8, something like that, until we get the fuel system worked out. I would have loved the mid-3s, but it is what it is. Now I got content to work with. I can try to make it faster. Low 3s would be pretty hard to make it faster cheaply. So with all that being said, hopefully I get another video out soon, but I want to thanks everybody for watching, and like, hey, for the 21 subscribers, you're the best. I'm sending you lots of hugs and kisses. For everybody who liked the video and everybody's watching, thank you very much. Yeah, talk to you in a bit. Ciao.